Please, part 2, save us from this fraud week that we are currently experiencing. You've probably heard talks about people saying like, oh, part 2 can be a banger, part 2 can save this. And I want to talk about how realistic is it that part 2 is going to save this. Okay? I mean, save this fraud. Because this guy is the fraud that we're talking about here. This guy, he's not a fraud. He is very great. Okay, so he doesn't. I mean, he could use some Universe 6 units to have a better team, but we need like 5 more because all of the ones on his team are just super trash or outdated. And I kind of want to talk about the history of Part 2 LRs in Golden Week. The first one is the Ultimate Gohan, which was a pretty good LR. Wasn't anything major deal, like major. I think from what I remember during this time, he was great on global because we didn't have the anniversary yet. But on JP it was a little bit worse because he had the anniversary. But yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, for a yellow coin LR, wasn't really anything special. Then you had the GOAT of the game, Bulma. She was arguably number 1 in the game. I mean, you could argue, but personally, I think most would say she was number 1. GOAT. Absolute GOAT. I mean, the only one you could argue above her was this guy, really. But yeah, she was just the GOAT of the game. But this is a huge outlier, okay? This is a huge outlier because next we have this Boo, which was just anywhere between mediocre and bad because he was not tanking, okay? He was not tanking anything. It was just a weird release. This is the weirdest release ever. I remember like I've been using this guy for like missions that were designed like years ago, like Majin Buu or like artificial life forms and stuff like that. And he is not that good, really. He's not that good. But wasn't. I mean, yeah. I mean, you could use him and he could do something, but it wasn't like he was anything great. Anything that would just like, no, bro. Nah, bro. You know, I just realized that I am an idiot. This is the Golden Week part. This is the April Fool's part 2. Ah, okay. Now I know why I was confused. Wait. I picked that guy instead of her, and then I was confused where she was. I accidentally picked him. Bro. Sorry guys. I was just. I was just a little bit dumb, bro. A little bit. I'm just a silly guy. We have this guy who is Universe Strike Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Gohan, which was actually a really good LR during that time. But the thing was, it was like during the 7th year anniversary, like after the 7th year anniversary. And if you don't know or you don't remember, Red Zone was introduced. And it basically made most of the units in the game just unusable and irrelevant. So every new unit that could like be decent in Red Zone was automatically top in the game, you know. But this was definitely a good one, a good LR. And then we have this guy who is just trash, bro. Look at this. Per androids category, per target Goku category ally, after receiving an attack. For every attack received, high chance of ki +1. And active skill can be activated after he receives 7 or more attacks in battle. This guy was just, I don't know, a fucking ass. Like, his restrictions. Yeah, I think he was ass. I mean, yeah, he was pretty ass. So as you can see, it ranges, and this was the first part 2 LR. So like the Tech Boo and Int Gotenks didn't have a part 2, and before that they also didn't have part 2s. So this is the first part 2 LR. Okay, so to recap, this guy was ass. This guy was good. She was a goat. Absolutely busted. He was good. So it ranges anywhere from bad to busted. It's not very consistent. And yellow coin LRs in general aren't really consistent. So you cannot really like hope on that. I mean, it could be that they just make a busted one like Bulma, sure. But it could also be that they make an ass one, like an absolutely trash unit that is even worse than Super 17. They could do that. That's what yellow coin LRs are. And you know, there are different time slots that have like more consistency and less consistency. For example, anniversary is like the most consistent like with top tier units. There was no anniversary where the headliners were just not good. They were always top 10. Then you had Golden Week Part 1 was very consistent. You never had a bad unit in the Part 1 up until now. Up until this fraud release, this is the first bad Golden Week unit actually, as at least Part 1. You have Tenabata, which is... Was there ever a bad Tenabata? I don't even remember. Wait, let me check. I know that Tech UI Goku was like god of the game when he came out. The Int Goku was also very good when he came out. The Int Vegeta and Trunks were god of the games for like a few months when they came out. You had Tech Gogeta, who was also really good. Then you had the one in 2020 with the blue boys, you know, Blue Goku and Vegeta. They were also very good. Yet the STRLR Frieza, I don't actually remember how good he was on release. I think it was good. The first Tenabata, which was Tech Goku, he was good. Yeah. So yeah, there was never really, as far as I'm aware, like a really bad Tenabata unit. So those are like the, and of course where we're down on Celebration, those are like the consistent spots that always have at least good units. But then like yellow coin allows, that is never a guarantee. You cannot really predict and you cannot really hope on it. Okay, if I had to say what they could do to save this, God Goku and hit tag switch, because it would boost both of their teams. You have representatives of Universe 7 and you have Universe 6, because the tag switch units have both categories, so that would just be a boost to both of their teams. You could easy the old God Goku and hit. It would just be like, I think that would just be the best course of action to take. I know people say like Kefla. I think Kefla wouldn't really fit here. And to be honest, I don't want Kefla relegated to like a yellow coin LR. So yeah, that's what I think. I mean, they could do Universe 7 or Universe 6. That is also a possibility, but I think it would just be like weird and dumb. But with these part 2s, you never know. It could be a great one, could be a bad one. It's most likely just gonna be a decent LR, maybe a good LR. That's like the most likely course of action. Like it could be a very busted one that just saves both of their teams and just is the god of the game. But very rarely has that ever happened. And especially this year, it would be so weird if that happened. Because in the 8th year, the anniversary units, there was not really that much of a power creep in the 8th year. So, but this year there was like a huge power creep, and then another power creep for the second, for the part 2 yellow coin LR. I don't think so. I think it's most likely that the part 2 yellow coin is gonna be at around Paikohan's level. Maybe a little bit worse, maybe a little bit better, but around Paikohan's level I think makes sense and would be fine. But yeah. What do you guys think is gonna be part 2? Do you think it's gonna save this fraud's team? Or maybe make this guy even look better? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Bye.